Hey guys, it's Hannah, as most of you know. We are finishing up our discipleship year, so they asked us to do a video on the information and just what we learn and everything, so I'm going to try and articulate that as well as I can. It's really hard not to have an in-person conversation where I can answer questions that you have about it. My discipleship year was beautiful, and it was also really hard. And what I mean by that is it's one of the things that I really love about everything that happened. I was really challenged in a lot of ways, and that was really good. And so I guess one of the things that really challenged me in my discipleship year was relationships, and I also feel as though it's something God put his finger on, so I'm kind of answering two questions at the same time here. But just in sustaining them and learning how to have healthy relationships and learning how to have a deep connection with people and to maintain a relationship and in a healthy way and to grow there as well, and just to kind of know the purpose of people in my life. And that's been a really hard for me to determine, because whenever I meet people I like, I just want them to be a part of my life forever, and then we can't always do that, and that's okay. It's been a steep learning curve, and that's all right. Sorry, I'm gonna roll down my window here, it's warm. So yeah, that was a really beautiful thing that happened, and I really enjoyed learning that. Not all days, but it was good. Another thing that I really loved about Discipleship Year was the support system that it created and how much it taught me about family, kind of along the same lines of relationship, but in a more of a group setting, I guess, and how to interact with different kinds of people. And so that was really good. And I actually really loved the books. I loved how much knowledge I got to glean from some of the books that we read, and I really loved, I really loved the community and sharing in communion with each other. We did every Tuesday night for 7 months, and then the coronavirus happened and we still did Tuesday nights, and they were still there. And then we did a Discipleship Weekend, and that was really fruitful for a lot of different people. And it was really good. So, and I guess some other things that God did with me was he's really highlighted values to me in my life, and in trying to figure out what those are and what it means for a value to be there, because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand having values. I felt like it had never been explained to me, and so that's a journey that I'm still on right now, is understanding what they actually are and what they are to me and how they matter in my life and how they're gonna interact with me. So yeah, and then I guess things that I just really enjoyed were one-on-one experiences with different people. And there's not necessarily one memory to fit with that as far as a highlight goes. There are several, just how I got to lift up other people, and then how they actually reciprocated that to me. I guess one of the biggest, the discipleship weekend that we did was really impactful in that manner. We got to lift each other up a lot, and we got to really highlight callings in each other's life, and we got to heal or be a part of a healing process with one another and really put our finger on different kinds of things. And I also felt like during that weekend I got to spend a lot of time with people that I didn't know very well at the time, who were just starting discipleship, and I had just came back from being home. So that was really good for me because I got to get to know them a bit better, and I got to bond with them and experience other parts of life than just Tuesday nights, which was good. So that kind of sums up my 5 minutes here. I'm gonna try to keep it short, but I guess for me, Discipleship Year, and actually the 22 months that I have spent with Presence, has just kind of kickstarted me in life, I guess you could say, in learning how to live, in learning who I am, what my identity is, what, my foundations are, and actually structuring myself to succeed in a lot of ways. And when I say succeed or success, what I mean is having joy in life, having, knowing the places where I find peace, knowing, who I am, which is still something that will actually change. It's going to change so much over time, and I have to try to keep up, but it's still really important to know a few core things about yourself, and that has been a huge part of it for me, and it's been a huge part of my life to this point, my life with Presence, and how they've lifted me up in school and being an international student, and everything that I've kind of done with them. And that's been a wild experience, and sometimes for me it's sucked. But it's been, I can't actually articulate to you how much freedom I have gained because of it, and it was worth it. And Discipleship Year was just continuing in that walk. It was saying yes to another thing, to saying yes to being a disciple of Jesus, to showing up and doing my time as well as I could. I'm not perfect. I was not there all the time, and that's okay. I did as much as I felt that I was able to do, and as much more as I felt like I could. So I just want to say I miss all you guys. For the ones who are watching this who know me, and for the ones who aren't, I would love to meet you someday. Right now, my future is not set, so I'll be around. But I miss you guys, and I love you guys, and I fully support, the Discipleship Year and how much it impacted me, and if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. So just contact me, and email or WhatsApp. Anyways, bye.